Hi, it's Lara Waldman here, and today I'm going to speak about a very important, essential step to become a manifestation master. And this is becoming a master of your mind. It's incredible what our mind creates, the thoughts, the beliefs, the stories that you tell yourself. And I want to talk about how to move beyond your mind so that you can manifest and create the life that you truly desire. You have a very intelligent system of inner wisdom, inner guidance that's also a part of your heart center. This part of you is connected to all of life, knows exactly what is right for you, what is aligned for you, and what is on your path, on the level of your heart. It is incredibly expansive. Your heart consciousness, the consciousness of your inner guidance system, will never speak to you in a negative way, in limiting ways, in ways that hold you back. It's always leading you to greatness, to expansion, to really living your true and full potential. That is why I love creating in alignment with the heart, in alignment with that inner guidance system, or the soul if you like. But the mind works in a very different way. You could say that your mind is designed to also protect you. It's that ego protection. But the mind systems are really designed to keep you limited, to keep you where you are now. And these are created from all sorts of places, from your family, from the way that you grew up, your ancestors even, and also from experiences that you've had in life. How I see it psychically is there's a vibration or a consciousness or reality that is aligned with your heart and soul, but there's also a reality, a dimension of consciousness that's aligned with your mind. And they're almost like different floors of an apartment building, if you like. They're different experiences going on different levels. So if you allow your mind to be the leader of your life, if you allow your mind to run the show, you will be experiencing life from that level, which is often around fear, negativity, limitation, small thinking. So my whole work, my whole purpose is to guide you back into your heart, to guide you back into your deep connection with yourself and all of life, because from this place, you're going to experience a life of fulfillment, of connection, of peace, and of abundance, and so much more than that. If we allow our mind to run the show, it really keeps us small, it keeps us in our comfort zone, and it really prevents us from expanding into that next level. The mind is very strong and it's often very loud. So it really is a discipline and a practice to not let your mind run the show. So you need to have a daily practice where you're really listening, connecting, and tuning into your heart to bypass the mind. If you don't do this, you are going to be run by your mind. And your mind will tell you all sorts of stories around why you shouldn't make change, why you shouldn't move forward, why you shouldn't go towards what your heart is calling you into. So they're almost like two systems that can sometimes battle each other. But what we want to do is get the system of the mind and the heart and the whole body working together as one team. And that requires a discipline of a daily practice. So one of my favorite practices is meditation, where you simply sit and breathe, where you become the observer of the mind, the observer of your thoughts. I'm sure you're very well aware of what your thoughts create and how they speak to you. They go on these like spirals, on these thought trains, and before you know it, you've been thinking about something or looping about something for a very long time. What we want to do is be the observer of those thoughts, but not let them run wild, not let them be the leader. It's like taming the wild horse. You need to become the rider of your life, and you lead. You are the leader. So this needs your presence, this needs your consciousness, and that part of you that's going to observe when your thoughts have run off. This is not just a daily practice, it's a practice throughout the day to really rein those thoughts back in and come back into your truth. Come back into your center. When you're connected to your center, the mind slows down. The mind is calm and still. The mind relaxes. And then you can really listen and feel this deeper consciousness that is often, sometimes not a quieter voice, but it's a much more peaceful, calm, and balanced perspective. And I'll tell you that the consciousness of your heart, of your inner guidance system, creates far more effectively than the mind does. The mind and ego create a lot of drama. They create separation. They create that fight or flight, where you might run away and go into hiding and go under the duvet. Your heart will invite you into connection, into expansion, into really sharing all that you are. So, if you allow your mind to run the show, it will stop you from manifesting what you desire. It is essential that you rein that back in and learn how to connect to this inner wisdom, this inner guidance system. It's highly, highly intelligent and has your back, but it works very differently to the mind. So it requires you to start a relationship with that inner wisdom so that you can start to trust yourself and trust in that. Because when we've been mind-led for so long, that starts to feel like, or that feels like that's normal. That is reality. That is truth. It's just one reality. It's just one point of view. So for me, anytime my mind pipes up and wants to run off on any sort of tangent, I reel it back in as soon as I possibly can and come back to the deepest truth. What is this situation showing me? What is this situation calling me into? And come back into that center point. Because that center point is actually going to guide you into the life that you truly desire and the experience of life that you truly desire, which is a life of connection, a life of fulfillment, a life on purpose, a life where you feel loved and supported, where you are in wealth consciousness and abundance, and you're experiencing the joys and the beauty of life. Now, I'm not saying that life is always just smooth sailing. It can still be intense. But when we are connected to the heart, we can trust that we are being led into greatness, into our deepest truth. And I just want to say that the reason why I'm so passionate about this is that you listening to your heart is not only about serving you in your life, which it will, it's also about making a difference, about contributing, about really showing up in your full power and your full potential for the greatest good of all, for humanity, for this planet. We need to reconnect with our heart. We need to reconnect in general to really transform what's going on this beautiful planet. So I'm really calling in the leaders, the change makers, the visionaries, those of you, if you're listening to this, you are one of them. And we start within. You start with yourself. You start by transforming your experience of life within. It's inner transformation for outer change. We want to transform the world, we start with ourselves. So we need to really shift and clear and release those thoughts and beliefs that keep us small. We need to clear the thoughts and the beliefs that keep you in pain, in suffering, in separation, and not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy, because that is not your truth. That is an incredible tactic to keep you limited. There's a deeper truth ready and waiting for you in every moment. And now I'd like to take a moment to invite you to something very special. If you feel drawn to take the next step together or to dive in more deeply into becoming a manifestation master, I'd love to invite you to come and check out my new monthly membership, Manifestation Mastery Membership. The link is below. I'd love you to come and join us. This is a really powerful space for conscious leaders, change makers, visionaries, those of you who really know you're here to make a difference. And we meet monthly on a live training where we dive deep into all subjects around manifesting and consciously creating your life in alignment with your heart. And we have a wonderful community-led Facebook group of high vibe beings where we share there. And there's an archive of trainings that have already happened within this membership, which are really powerful and really deep and here to serve you and support you. We also have a special bonus as well if you're ready to join us now. So please visit the link below to find out more information. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Sending you so much love for now, and speak to you again very soon.